Hi guys كيفكم؟ Basically بهذا الفيديو هنعمل على solution of this mock exam. هلا أول شيء إذا حدا عم يحضر solution قبل ما at least to try to solve the exam by hand, I advise you to stop watching this video, go solve the exam and then see the solution. إذا في مطرح من المطارح علقنا أو حسينا حنا done, then we look for the solution to make sure that what we did is correct. Basically ما هحله explicitly للprevious لأنه a lot of the questions there هن trivial questions, straightforward questions حتى إجي مرقة معنا قبل بالslides. بالlecture. So basically هعمله على previous. I'll tell you the main idea behind each question. إذا question حسيت إنه it requires إنه أنا أكتب, I will do it by annotation. وإجمالا أكتر شيء الماتلاب حنركز عليه. Okay. Let's start exercise 1, which is a standard exercise ب this material. هلا أول شيء طالما نحن حاضرين الليكتشرز خصوصي for material of quiz 2, watching the lectures عن جد إنه نحن نفهم الليكتشرز, doing a bit of practice اللي هن exercises اللي بيبعتوهم, probably doing هيك any previous, that's more than enough for doing good in quiz 2. هون حسيت حال يعني I brought تقريبا إذا بدكم representative combination of questions, وأهم question بدي أركز عليه هو الماتلاب لأنه other than that you are ready for everything. Okay, so let's start with exercise 1. يعني نحن set the data points D3, so we have 4 points. The polynomial which I'm required to find is P1 to 3. So straightforward, table divided differences, we know how to fill it. Now نعبي table divided differences. P1 to 3, just take it to make sure. Let me annotate by text. Okay. So P1 to 3, it's a formula. فما لنا بحاجة حتى to think about it. P1 to 3, divided difference. X1 plus divided difference. X1, X2, X minus X1 plus divided difference. X1, X2, X3, X minus X1 into X minus X2. So basically this is the formula for P12. Of course كل هول values نحن قادرين نجيبهم من التابل above. Okay, اللي هي divided differences. Using the equation of the polynomial P1 to 3, I'm required to obtain and also the coefficient of divided differences table. So عم بيقول لي using P1 to 3 and the table determine the equation interpolating P01 to 3. So basically إذا قال لي P1 to 3 ممنوع استعمل table, بنروح للتكنيكس اللي تعلمناهم بالسلايدز. لأنه هون قال لي إنه you can use the table directly, بنقول using our recursive relation P01 to 3 is P underscore يعني بالdenominator أو subscript P1 2 3 0. So فينا نحطها بالآخر. Of course it's a function of x اللي هي P just for notation P1 to 3 plus a constant C times الاشياء اللي هي in common x minus x1, in this case x minus x2, x minus x3. So بيكون في عندي constant C. However in this case I know that this constant C is this last divided difference اللي هي حنزيد. Okay, so plus divided difference x0, x1, x2, x3, x minus x1, x minus x2, and x minus x3. اتفقنا؟ هلا اللي عم بيصير معنا انه the initial set of data D3 is modified by inserting a new point with coordinates -3, -1. So now we have D4 instead of D3. Using the polynomial found in B, determine the polynomial Q of X, interpolating D4 without computing any new divided difference. Explain and justify all your steps. This is a straightforward exercise. I mean exactly the same. So هلا صار في عندي أنا PA 0 1 2 3 which is equal P 0 1 2 3. شلت ال A يعني فينا نحطها بالآخر. هلا هون it's good إنه نحط نحن intermediate steps. يعني P A 0 1 2 3 it's equal P 0 1 2 3 A بالآخر, and then I use my recursive relation اللي هي I can eliminate the last element plus a constant times the terms in common بنلاقي C. Okay. طيب. Exercise 2 is also an exercise on interpolation. So basically هيكون style the first two exercises. Most probably يمكن يجينا سؤال عن Newton interpolation and سؤال على quadratic interpolation. حسب ما عرفت إنه ما في عندكم cubic. So هون السؤال كان بالأصل cubic. هلا هنحوله ل quadratic. So instead of semi-unnatural هيدا I will modify it. So basically derive the general equations of the quadratic spline. So اللي بدي إياه إنه now probably stop the video and try deriving all the steps required in order to find the quadratic spline. Okay. Let's assume إنه هون هآخذ أنا non-natural. So non-natural, you know that the condition is z0 and zn. It's the divided difference x0, x1, and zn is the divided difference xn minus 1, xn. Okay, so and a non-natural quadratic spline. Do this, okay. A good way بالexam in order to gauge, I use this technique all the time, to gauge قديش بدي أحط وقت per question, an average question, لأنه في questions يمكن يكونوا عليهم less points but they are much harder. An average question usually هيك they tend to be. نطلع على الجريد. So as an exam is over 100 هون مثلا في عندي أنا 7. So this exercise اللي هو أنا deriving for example quadratic spline, it should take me 7% of my total time. So as my total time is 60 minutes مثلا 1% of 60 minutes is 0.6 minutes times 7 هيطلع عندي تقريبا هيطلع عندي 4.2 minutes. So as using this criteria deriving this لازم يطلع تقريبا معي so بال 5 minutes I should be done. Okay, so this is a general way to guess. Again هلا هون في عندنا نحن table of data points, we can fill it and it's extremely a straightforward exercise, a direct application of what we have learned. Okay, so basically هون it's just about not doing a calculation mistake, لا أكتر ولا أقل. Okay, exercise 3 هون we want to write the first the central difference formula that approximate the first derivative. كمان هيدي نحن عاملينها بالسلايدز, determining the constant of the error series, first order interpolation, second order, and finally filling out a table in order to approximate. كمان هيدي the idea behind it isn't to learn anything new, it's just an application in order to make sure إنه نحن قادرين بالإكزام قادرين إنه نعمل كل هول الديريفيشنز يكونوا هول الستبس كلهم حاضرين بذهننا consecutively. هيدي لا أكثر ولا أقل, لأنه شو ما إجاني approximation it's straightforward. Let's do هلا هيك a quick exercise مثلا حنحط حالنا ب context of the exam. Text. Okay. Let's say بالexam I was required to approximate f triple prime of x using central difference formula plus I want to apply Richardson. طيب. So اللي بنعمله بمجرد ما يجيني f triple prime, f4 prime, 5 prime, شو ما اجانا نحن we simply دغري بنروح لأول equation عنا إياها اللي هي f to the k over k factorial is the divided difference. So in this case أنا 3 يعني f3 using central difference it's equal 3 factorial which is 6 divided difference xi minus 2, xi minus 1, xi plus 1, and xi plus 2. Okay, so this is the formula which I will use to approximate. نرجع هلا بنبلش نعمل our expansion. For example 6 نعرف نحن كيف نعمل expansion. بنشيل هيدي بصير عندي divided difference xi minus 1, xi plus 1, xi plus 2 minus باقي divided by the difference. I want you to do this and verify. هون حنحط 3 dots. Okay, I want you to verify that this will be f of x plus 2h. So this is an exercise. Minus 2 f of x plus h plus 2 f of x minus h minus 2 f of minus f of x minus 2h كلياتها over 2h cubed. Okay, I want you to verify this. وأنا of course كلها ماشي. Okay. After this step, we are required to find the error series. لأنه error series هي الأساس للريتشاردسون. So اللي بنعمله بعمل Taylor expansion of this, Taylor expansion of this, and of this. بعد ما نعمل Taylor expansion, I combine them using this formula. I divide by 2h cubed. I should have f triple prime isolated. So هيبين عندي f triple prime is equal to this plus an error series. لأنه central difference بعرف إنه error series حتكون of the order h squared. يعني alpha 2 h squared, alpha 4 h to the 4 plus etc. بعد this step I can apply Richardson مثل ما تعلمنا and everything is straightforward. So basically بكل هول I'm zero afraid عليكم لأنه basically كل هول are well developed بقلب lecture. Okay. It's important كمان مثلا ب such exercises كنا احنا منتبهين مثلا express all the results in f10 5 يعني بده precision 5 يعني all my answers should have a precision of 5. okay. وما بننسى انه precision بنعدها بعد ما نعمل normalize. So ما بعد مثلا take this example, just take it to refresh your memory. okay. So مثلا اذا طلع معي انا 0.00251 هيدا of course this is not normalized, this is not 5 the digits in precision. No, x بعمل 2.51 times 1e minus 2. okay. So this is my normalized number. Clearly أنا عندي بس 3 digits. So I should continue taking more digits in order to reach the precision which is required. okay. So this concludes this exercise. Let's move on. The next exercise, which is the most important exercise in this previous, that's what I intended. Hon, we are in the general setting of trapezoidal. Of course, we can do exactly the same thing for midpoint. اللي عم نقوله إنه based on dn approximate the integral using the composite trapezoidal rule. شو الرول؟ طالما في عندي 1 point وعندي هالقد space أكيد ما هعمل derive ل trapezoidal rule. I directly write my equation اللي هي h over 2 y0 plus 2 summation of all the terms plus yn. okay. طيب. Complete the following MATLAB function that approximates the integral. okay. So نحن عندنا هلا a MATLAB function اللي هي it computes أو it computes the trapezoidal integral. في عندنا input f, a, b و h. okay. So هون it's important. Let me annotate text. هون في عندنا نحن h over 2 y0 plus 2y1 plus blah 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 plus 2yn minus 1 plus yn. okay. So this is my formula. طيب هون أنا in order to compute I simply عندي هيدا الإيكويشن اللي هون. So بدي أعرف شو هن my y's. بس أعرف my y's I'm none. طيب طالما I'm only given a, b و h و f, so I'm not given y's explicitly يعني أنا لازم أحسبهم. طالما I'm not given x explicitly كمان I should find x. So simply اللي بنعمله أولا we start by defining x. x is a b h b. okay. So هون اللي بنقوله إنه I start at a, I end at b, and my step size is h. So this generates my vector x. y is equal f of x direct. يعني أنا عم نشتغل MATLAB, so let's understand vectors. كمان n is equal b minus a over h. okay. So هون خلصنا نحن our initialization. جبت all my y's. هلا to compute the summation اللي عنا إياها هون اللي هي y0 plus 2 y1 through yn, there are several ways. You can come up with your own algorithm. My way to do it, فيني مثلا فيني أسمي temp is equal sum of 2 times y. So اللي عملته إنه أنا عملت summation ل 2 times y يعني 2y0 plus 2y1 plus etc plus 2yn, and then I subtract y0 and I subtract yn. okay. So this way اللي جوا مضروبين ب 2 y0 yn عم بجمعهم only once minus y0 minus y of n plus 1. اوكي كمان n plus 1 هون هلا لانه we are dealing with MATLAB. So بماتلاب ما بنبلش نحن من y0 بنبلش من yn من y1. So to compensate with this بدي اروح ل n plus 1 لانه of course we have n plus 1 data points. اتفقنا؟ اوكي. So هون هيدا هو temp اللي هو اللي جوا. So فيني دغري اقول I is equal h over 2 times temp. Okay. I think this is one of the most compact ways in order to do it. Another way to do it هي فيني أنا أعمل an inner summation اللي هي بعمل summation لهول اللي جوا. I multiply them by 2. برجع بجمع y0 and yn and then I multiply by h over 2. You are free to do whatever you think is convenient. Okay. Deal. Now for the meaty question. لا مش هلا. Assume C infinity, so continuous up to infinity. Write the Romberg extrapolation formula of order هيدا. Do not derive the formulas. So as we remember them, we know directly the form. So R1 he 4 T of H minus T to H over 3 R2 نعرف الفورمولا RK كمان هون we know its formula. Generally هي 4 to the K R the R of course K minus 1 of H minus R K minus 1 of 2H كلياتها over 4 to the K minus 1. Okay, so this is my formula for RK.